Hi and welcome to Wine Time. I'm your host, Kate Voltan. This is my weekly video segment where I talk about all things business and all things mummyhood, and we do it over wine just because we can. Because we can. It's our ongoing joke. It's all good. Okay, so if you haven't already, grab your glass of wine and come back because today I'm sharing with you the magic of my 3 calendars.
It's wine time.
So it seems as though today we can't live without our calendar. We have a digital calendar, maybe we have a written agenda, whatever your calendar is, it drives our lives, especially as moms and entrepreneurs. As a mom, you have to have a calendar. You can't keep it all up here or you'll go cuckoo. What I've developed for me and my family is actually 3 separate calendars. And you may be thinking, wow, that sounds a bit crazy, but to be honest, for me, it's what saved me because I used to have everything in one calendar, all of my work-related activities, all of my extracurricular activities, my husband's extracurricular activities, all of the kids' extracurricular activities, all of their school stuff. And it was magic and color-coded and wonderful, and it stressed me out because every time I looked at it, I felt like I couldn't breathe. So I decided to separate my calendars, which kind of goes against all of the learnings I had been taught, but I can tell you it's given me time back, and it's given me, more importantly, some sanity and peace of mind back. So I'm going to walk you through my 3 magic calendars.
It's wine time.
So calendar number 1, my kids' activity calendar. Here it is, lovely. And I'm old school with this. I bought this big mama calendar, whatever they call it, at my local Costco. And I hang this calendar on the back of my pantry door, which is in my kitchen, which is where we spend most of our family time. It's easily accessible for me, and I can track all of my kids' activities. What's great is on here I have everything from PA days to birthday parties to library books due to pizza day to they have a spelling test on Friday. So anything school related, activity related, dentist appointments, doctor's appointments, but only kid related. So no business activity and none of your or your husband's personal activities. That way it comes out of here onto paper. I literally, when I get those notices home from school, and there's one every day, and it's something important or something they have due, it goes right in the calendar. Then I can put that paper and throw it out, and I don't have to worry about it. It's all about saving space up here. Now, if you're a mom right now and you have an infant and you're thinking, okay, well, we don't have that many activities, get a smaller calendar, but I still encourage you to start now by tracking them separately because over time that calendar will get busy. It just does. So start. I'm telling you, it's so worth it just to keep your kids' activities separate.
It's wine time.
Okay, so welcome to calendar number 2, and that's your personal calendar. So what's in this calendar? Well, just about anything you do that's not work related or kid related. So maybe it's you're taking a photography course, or maybe you're going to the gym, or you play a sport, or maybe you're going out to drinks with your girlfriend. Whatever it is, it's going to be in this calendar. And I'm not sure you can see it, but this calendar is basically just an online Google calendar. And I shared it with my husband. And he also puts his personal activity into this calendar. And we do that so we can see where each other is. Not from a I need to know where you are perspective, but I need to know where you are perspective so I can book my time. Because we have kids and someone's got to be home with them. That's just the reality. So this saves us time because we're not texting, right? And we're not calling, hi, are you home on Wednesday? We're not doing that because I can check it in the calendar. And we have a rule of thumb. If it's not in the calendar, it doesn't exist. And there's been a few times where that's come up. And I can tell you, this saves time and it saves arguments. It is totally worth doing.
It's wine time.
So calendar number 3, your business professional calendar. So I'm old school. I use a paper agenda. I know this is not for everyone, and some of you prefer a digital calendar. That's great. Doesn't matter what you use, you just want to be using a separate calendar to track your activity. This was a really eye-opening exercise for me when I split all my calendars up because I really quickly learned how much of my professional calendar was filled with non-professional activities like doctor's appointments, picking kids up from school, personal activities. And when I took all of that out of my calendar, I learned pretty quickly that I maybe wasn't working as much as I thought, or maybe wasn't doing as much income producing activity as I thought. So for me, it really opened my eyes to what I was doing in my day when I thought I was working. In my Moms in Biz Elite e-course, I go through in great detail about this, because I think it's really important that you set yourself up for success. And I think it's really important that when you pull all these calendar items out, you have some tools at your fingertips to learn how to really carefully block your time, because that's what it takes to really plug in that income producing activity. And what you'll note in my calendar is this happens to be Monday and this happens to be Friday. And I have nothing booked on Mondays and Fridays. And it's not because I'm allergic to working on Mondays and Fridays. It's because I have one of my kids at home with me Mondays and Fridays. And that's kid time. I'm not saying I don't ever work in there. I'm just saying I have blocked that off as primarily kid day. And any activities we do on that day are on, guess what? The kids' activity calendar and not in my work calendar. So I hope that kind of helps shed some light on why you want to keep your business separate.
It's wine time.
So there you have it, my 3 calendars. Number 1 being your kids' calendar. Number 2 is your personal activity calendar. And number 3 is all things business and only business, your business calendar. So if you follow my advice and you separate your calendars, you're gonna find time. I promise you, I have found time because I'm no longer running around the house trying to figure out when library books are due. I'm no longer calling my husband, yeah, you're going for beers today. I don't do that anymore. So I've got more time. How amazing is that?
It's wine time.
Well, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Wine Time. I had a great time. I always do. It's wine, it's business, it's mummyhood, everything I love. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Wine Time. That way it can automatically arrive into your inbox and you don't have to go searching for it every week. And also I have lots of great free resources on my website at katevoltan.com. So be sure to check it out. So until next time, enjoy your wine.
It's wine time.